Good morning. Cheers to you. My goodness, have a look. Who would have expected that? Super bright and sunny. Gorgeous town. It's been a very relaxing, chill morning, and we're gonna get out and adventure around this main island right here. There's a bunch of small little inlets and valleys and these little coast towns that we're gonna check out, explore, and you can come with. So let's get ready, get on the road and go. But first, coffee. We found this awesome little coffee shop. I really enjoy finding what looks like mom and pop coffee shops. This place had a great vibe. I ordered a breakfast croissant and a cortado. A cortado is steamed milk with espresso. Along with this being a coffee shop, it was also kind of a library, kids' toy store, and a souvenir shop, because tourism hasn't really blossomed here just yet. We soon got on the road to head to a small town called Saxon, a small hillside village overlooking a tidal lagoon with a population of about 30 people. And side note, the driving here can be interesting with one-lane roads. So we've arrived in a little farm village called Saksun. Here's a fun story about this church. Long ago, the locals were tired of attending church in another town they had to walk to. So in 1858, they tore down the church, carried it over the mountains, and rebuilt it here. That bay down below was once a small harbor until the sands were pushed in by the sea, and only small ships and boats can make it through there now, only in high tide. Otherwise, it's just a little lagoon bay. I'm fascinated with these structures. They've been built like this with grass roofs for thousands of years, providing protection from rains and thermal insulation. After checking out this view, we had to head back up that road to cross over this river to begin our hike down to the sea. Now we go on a mile hike round trip down to the sea and back. There was very limited parking. That white dot is where we're headed. So when you get down to the bottom, 75 krone to go through the gate to finish this hike down to the sea. The reason for the price tag is because you're hiking on someone's private property. These sheep behind me have the right idea. It's high tide, they're stuck on a little island, so they got all the food. Why is everybody dressed like it's winter outside? It feels good. The first half of this hike is pretty easy. You're walking along the beach side, then it gets rough. No matter the shoes you wear, I recommend taking your time so you don't slip. Just when this hike gets sketchier and sketchier, Troy's gonna lead the way. I don't know about y'all, but I'm guessing this is how the sheep feel when they're walking on the edges. This is pretty incredible, and that's where we're headed, that beach out there. Welcome to Saxon Black Beach. That's what they call it here. Took about a mile and a half. Videos and pictures. Of course, don't do it justice how massive these walls are. Hope you love that drone shot. Always remember, sit down, have a beer, soak it all in, and enjoy the views. Seriously, I'm impressed. Mother Nature, you were giving us quite the first 2 days. Yesterday was cloudy and calm, but cold. Today is gorgeous, sunny, blue skies. I always ask my followers, what is your vantage point? Sometimes mine is through this lens ball. Give my other Instagram a like and a follow. Like I always say, early bird gets the worm. As we head back, people started to arrive. Did you know Faroe Islands means sheep islands in Danish? But let's get on to our next destination. Remember the Saxon church? This is the town it was originally built in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Norvik. Yeah, again, it'll be at the bottom of the screen. And if y'all know how to pronounce it correctly, spell it out for me. But this is another great stop on an epic, beautiful day. Have a look. The famous rock sculptures out there. Like legend has it that they turned to stone before they could reach land. But let's have a look around, hopefully get some drone shots. And maybe this town has a cafe, a little hungry, maybe some coffee. This town is a population of 54. 54. Talk about a small community. Everyone knows everyone. Sadly, the cafe that was here was closed when we walked by it. But on Google, it shows permanently closed, but it was called the Sand Cafe. Kind of a bummer, but find some food later. So a lot of these towns in the Faroe Islands have one way in, one way out. This particular one has to have a traffic light because it's a one-lane road with no pull-offs along the coast. Seriously, finding this sign right here behind me was a blessing in disguise because we wanted a little snack and coffee. Cash only. This coffee and waffle definitely suppressed the appetite to tide us over for a while. And to top it all off, there was this rhubarb sauce we thought that tasted so good. Thank goodness his sign was self-explanatory because he didn't speak a lick of English. It's very common to see sheep horns and dried fish hanging in local communities. We wandered the beach for a bit before continuing on with exploring. I tell you, I love reflection shots. You give me some water, I'll show you a view. If you're wondering why not many dash cam moments of seeing this crazy beautiful road and scenery, it's because I'm driving and I forgot my GoPro mount, or I should say Osmo Action mount. That's what I really have. So here's a roadside attraction stopover. These towns are becoming a dime a dozen. Some start to look the same. Look at that waterfall. About a 45-minute drive from Torshavn on the island of Stromoy is Fossa waterfall. Fossa actually means waterfall. At a height of 460 feet tall, or about 140 meters, it happens to be the tallest in the land. With its basalt dark wall, the water stands out nicely and awe-inspiring. And fun fact, this water is clean and safe to drink if you have the curious thought to do so. And lastly, during its rainy months, this waterfall can be about 30 meters wide or 90 feet. Let's go hike to the top of it. Something to feel like a mountain goat again. All the pretty flowers and a steep drop off. Holy crap. To get on top of the waterfall, it's up that way. Let's go. Okay, so we're not going all the way up like I thought. Halfway up, behind me is a trail. Look at that. Really, the hike above the lower falls to the middle to get that view really isn't all that long. It's about almost half a mile. However, it's straight up zigzag and not for the faint of heart if you are afraid of heights. Because I mean, the width of your feet is the width of the trail. So be careful, muddy. I'm just happy. Sunny skies. And just admire the beauty of this place. On extremely windy days, this waterfall is actually known to blow upward rather than downward. Alright, let's get going. See what I mean? Troy's leading the way and the trail's maybe 2 feet wide. Now that we're back in Torshavn, finding something to eat, and little known fact, make sure you make reservations. But we were lucky. Just outside of town was this delicious brewery. Found a brewery. It's a good porter. That's Stacy. And this place is called Oi. O-Y. Let's see how the food is. We're waiting. I ordered fish and chips here. I'm starving. You order the food according to the weight. I ordered 250 grams, and this was a lot of fish. I'm drooling thinking about it, even though we just stuffed our faces. We needed stuff for the Airbnb. Sometimes when staying at an Airbnb, you just buy some groceries. And that concludes today. Deuces, see you tomorrow.